Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in the great city of Minneapolis, Minnesota for the 2023 KWM Gutterman Minnesota Hall of Fame Racquetball Championships for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto along with Sam Schultz, and we have a special guest with us, #1 ranked player on tour, Daniel De La Rosa. Daniel, welcome to the booth with us.
Thank you, guys. It's been a while since I've been right here on the microphone.
Well, Sam, we got an all-star right here, VIP, with us in the broadcasting booth today, and this is going to be a all-star match. We got the Pan American and Mexican national champions, Javier Mar, Rodrigo Montoya, versus the 2022 U.S. Open runner-up champ for the U.S., Sam and Jake Bredenbeck, and the hometown favorites. Daniel, I got to ask you, what is your assessment on this match?
Well, it's going to be a very good match. You know, the Bredenbecks play very amazing. Like you saw last year in the U.S. Open, we played the finals against them, and then when they're like at home, they play another different type of level of play. So it's going to be a fun match.
So at U.S. Nationals, you know, you won with Alejandro Landa, but what about their performance there at the U.S. Nationals?
Oh, yeah. We went to tiebreaker. We won in 5. Me and Alex, it was a battle. To be honest with you, it was like the finals for us because they're so tough. They're very tough. They have a really good chemistry. They are brothers. They know what's going on. They know each movement at each how they move each other, how they cover the angles. So yeah, it was a very, very fun match over there in Arizona.
So Sam, what's your assessment on this match? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, we have the world champions up in the front court with Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya. You know, hometown favorites in Jake and Sam Bredenbeck. If they're going to win, they're going to have to feed off of this crowd's energy.
Sam, I'm sorry, I'm the world champion. Double sorry.
They're the Pan American champions. He's the world champion.
World champion in the box, Daniel De La Rosa. Pan American champions. Never bet against Daniel De La Rosa.
So Daniel won the world championship with Alvaro Beltran back in August in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, Daniel's actual hometown. And Rodrigo Montoya and with Javier Mar won the Pan American Championships back in Lima in 2019. Just a replay called by head referee Alan Natera. Diego Gatica and Rodrigo Salgado are the sideline judges.
It's one of the things that Bredenbeck has. They had a lot of power on their game, so sometimes it's very good. But I mean, we know Javier Mar has one of the fastest hands in the tour over there on the right side. It's unbelievable how he controls the ball up front. It's like literally like young Alvaro Beltran. We know if he has a little bit more experience, he will get there. But I mean, like for me, the best player on the right always been Alvaro Beltran.
Oh yeah, and you know what? But Javier Mar is just coming into his own. His ball handling skills are really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of a reset right there. Set up for Montoya. Going for that middle again. Javier Mar doing a great job. You know, Daniel, I got to ask you, while we have you here at the booth, I mean, here we have two teams that are very cohesive. Two brothers that have been playing for a long time together. They know each other really well. And you have Montoya and Mar, who have been playing with each other for many, many years. How important is it that two partners know each other well in professional racquetball?
Oh, my God. Basically, it's just the chemistry. Like, you can tell the chemistry between your partners it makes it tough. And then right here, like I say, I see a little bit even match because they both know each other. They really do. Especially now I think the inexperience right here, Sam Bredenbeck, but man, he's just like getting into that momentum now, playing on the tour, seeing his progress, how he's been playing, getting a little more confidence on his shot, learning a little bit more, learning about his losses, and then do it like what he has supposed to do now, and then it's amazing. It's a player that I really, really enjoy watching him play and grow and stuff like that.
That's a replay call right there. Sam Bredenbeck didn't have enough room to swing. Great ball handling skills again. Not only Javier Mar, but Rodrigo Montoya. And Daniel, again, I got to ask you, about those changes that have been happening. For example, we talked about how people say that Jake Bredenbeck is the best player in that game, but yet he plays on the right and Sam on the left. How important is that? Like, to have, even though you're the best player, but in a doubles team, it works different, right?
Absolutely. And then, like I said, like we've been watching Jake as well. He's been playing very good on the right side. So that's pretty much a little bit more he also, one of the things that I love about the Bredenbecks, that he's giving the confidence to his brother. So he trusts in his brother, his skills and everything, and then that's what it makes it a very good team. Because we know the Jake has the experience on the tour, on playing. He can play both sides no matter which side he's playing. I haven't seen Jake play on the left side. He's very good as well. But man, giving that confidence to your brother, it really helps a lot. It really does, because he's always there cheering for him. And then we don't see a lot of. I watch a lot of the tennis, like you said, the brothers, and sometimes they get in argue, they get in stuff like that. They don't support each other. And this team is specific. They support each other.
Well, in tennis, the Bryan brothers.
The Bryan brothers, yeah.
For example, successful for so many years together. Not in singles, but in doubles. Yeah, how many Grand Slam championships do they have under their belt? So many.
So many, and then that's what this thing's going with them. Like literally, I don't see why not they start winning some titles soon.
Sam did the serve. That's another point. Good, great serve there from Sam Bredenbeck. Oh, great shot. Jake just doing a tremendous shot, that spin around.
They got a little bit of a slow start for them, and then now they start getting on the rhythm.
Oh, ball stopped by Alan Natera, the head official. So, Daniel, while we have this moment, I got to ask you. So, in this event, you're playing with Conrado Moscoso. This is the first time you've been playing together? And a month ago, well, a little bit over a month ago, rather, when we were in Sioux Falls, you played for the first time with Javier Mar, and you were successful. Is that a thing, like being successful on the first run, or is it just that good, the cohesive? You were comfortable with Javier Mar, and now you're playing with Conrado Moscoso. Are we going to see that success replicated in this event?
Well, it's just we hope. Like it's we know we start learning a little bit about our games, because we both left side players, so we start learning each other a little bit more. And then so far so good. Like we working through some stuff. We start knowing our game. So I hope so that we can be successful. (8-3), 9-3.
9-3 is the referee's call for this match right now. It's going quickly, just like last game. A lot of points really, really quick.
And it's one of the things that Rodrigo and Mar has. That they can switch up the pace of the game and everything. And the Bredenbecks, we know their game style is a little bit more power and stuff. So they've been. Mar, Montoya, they've been doing such a really good job changing the pace out of the game and make sure they use their power against them.
So what is the X factor for the success of Jake and Sam Bredenbeck?
Right now, is they just have to make sure like they go back and slow down a little bit the game, take a little bit more smarter shots, make sure they open the court a little bit more. You don't want to just rip everything out, like, because they're very good. Both of the players, they have a very good hands up front, so they're just waiting for you. They literally just waiting up front for you to, and then they take you out of position. But yeah, they need to like open the court a little bit more, move them around, and make sure somebody stays behind you so you open a little bit spots.
And what about Montoya and Mar? What is the X factor for them to win this?
They should need to stay calm. They need to start once in a while. They need to like go to the speed that the Bredenbecks want, because we know they're really good like changing the pace, so they need to once in a while like mix it out with the pace. But right now it's working so far that you're like kind of have swings and not try to overpower everything. So that's basically what's going to be the key to successful to them.
You know, and Daniel, you mentioned, you know, each of these teams having X factors, having to make some changes if you're the Bredenbecks here in order to find success. How important were making changes for you and Camarada Moscoso in your doubles match between the second game and the tiebreaker?
Well, we know that the Moscoso likes to play a little bit on the left, and they like to take a little bit more and stuff like that. And we are playing their game that they won, so we just talk about it. We say we should slow down and switch a little bit to the left to make sure, like, I can control a little bit, open more spots for him to execute, and it pay off. And the tiebreaker, you see, I open a little bit more spots for Moscoso to take over and then execute the shots that he normally does.
Right there. Head referee is watching something. So call is 11 serving 5 now. Mar Montoya 4 points away from taking game number 1.
Scared. Sometimes the easy shots, they are the ones that you ended up skipping.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable, you say, oh, I got this, and you end up, because that's the self-confidence, like, you have that confidence, okay, it's very easy, and that's the hardest one to execute.
But is that because you relax yourself a little too much?
Absolutely, yes.
A great coverage there by Javier Mar. But is that a factor, Daniel, when, you know, you get a little overconfident? I mean, the play's not over until the ball bounces twice, right?
Absolutely.
Now the Bredenbecks to the serve.
If I was the Bredenbecks right now, I will tell them that you'll stay with one. You'll stay with one player. Like, pick a player. They're both very good, but you have to pick a player that you can pick on him and make sure he shoots from the back. And then that way, you keep one, you open a spot up front for them. Like, I would choose having Javier Mara back, because we know he has a very excellent hands up front. Yeah. So I prefer to have him in the back and then start like making shoots from the back.
And as part of that, making the other player cold, going away from him, don't let him swing as much, you know, does that ever play into your strategy? Is make one player cold so you can go back to him later and exploit that weakness?
Absolutely. Now you can tell right there that Javier Mar is very hard to pass. Like, literally, it's just even the hardest you can. He used that force against you, and then it's very good control. 7-11. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a game.
We have a game now.
Daniel, and also because we have you here, I got to ask you. You played, you know, you're a U.S. Open champion. You're a world champion in doubles. Mexican national champion as well. You pretty much have almost, I think, everything that you could accomplish as a doubles, team. What was your favorite and your best matchup, against which team did you think you matched up the best in doubles that you were excited to match up against?
That the best one that I love was when we play the 2018, the US Open final against Skin and Bain. That was a we played very nice, Javi and I, and then that's our first, because that was our first US Open title. So it was nice to be part of that, and then I think it was a battle. It was a very good battle, and then that was fun.
So Kane and Ben.
Yeah,
that
it was very good. But now, like you say, right now it's like everybody's like freaking amazing. Like, I remember playing nationals. You were there. We played nationals against Javier Mar and Montoya in their hometown, and everybody was cheering against us, and it makes you even more excited to us. So.
Yeah, now, Daniel, I have to ask you, what do you prefer more, having the crowd on your side cheering with you for every shot, or having them against you? Do you find motivation and get fired up in that?
I love both ways. To be honest with you, I really do. I never see, I was talking to actually Conrado last night, and I never felt that so much like passion, energy. When we went to Bolivia, in a Pan American Cup, it was me and Edson Martinez. We playing the semifinals against Bolivia people. The crowd, it was like we were in a soccer game. Like literally, it was like the people is so passionate and cheering against us. We couldn't even hear our coaches telling us the stuff because they are so loud during the timeouts. It was insane. That was a really fun experience that I really enjoy it. And then people say things to you, and like you literally, and then I love it. I really do love that atmosphere. And then I love when people is cheering against me and then supporting me and stuff. But also I kind of enjoy more when they are against you, because it's like it motivates you a little bit more. It makes you like fired up a little bit better.
And a lot of people don't understand how important the intangibles are in the court that are outside the court, like the crowd, like the cheer, like the noise. You know, it fires you up, and it could take you down. In your case, you like it, so it fires you up. And that's something that's really important, how the elements of the outside of the court just affect you inside.
Absolutely. Like last year at the US Open, we played the home crowd. Like literally, it was just like 4 or 5 people that are cheering against us when we play in the Bredenbecks, and the rest of them are all Bredenbecks. And it was awesome. And after that, the people come to you, and then they're very respectful to you. They come to you and then say, congratulations, that you play amazing.
So an equipment timeout called right there by Montoya. He broke his string. That's why nobody got outside the court but him. So 30 seconds. He's going back into the court. So, Daniel, we have 2 teams here on the court that are potentially, you know, future U.S. Open champions, because, you know, Bredenbeck's came up just short. Montoya and Mar, you know, have been prevented from accomplishing that. Who do you think of these 2 teams on the court? Who do you think would be the first team to reach the U.S. Open title?
Oh, it's tough, though. It is very tough. I hope it's me again. Well, yeah, I mean, everybody now, these days, everybody can reach a U.S. Open title. So that's the beauty of the sport. It does develop a little bit more.
Montoya finding a way. Montoya and Mar just 2 points away from taking game number 1, 13-8. Anybody in the chat box watching and listening, let us know. Give us a question for Daniel de la Rosa, why we have him here. That's an avoidable shot right there. That's a call.
Take a timeout.
Now a timeout taken by Sam and Jake Bredenbeck. They take a minute timeout. We will too, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Mar and Montoya have their first game point. Sam and Jake took a timeout. I got to ask you, Sam, that timeout, too late?
You know, I think so, but it's all about comfortability. You know, the flow, how they're feeling on the court. Definitely think, me personally, definitely too late. Should have taken it a couple points ago, giving yourself some breathing room, getting back in the box.
That's a good pass right there, and a side out achieved by the Bredenbeck brothers. So in that timeout where Montoya took an equipment timeout, he can only change the racket. He cannot change any other sort of equipment. If any other equipment has to be changed because of some failure or defect, he has to show the referee physically about it. If not, he gets to keep the glove.
Great get by Sam Bredenbeck right there.
Half out. That's
No.
that's a handout
I mean,
call right
I
there.
think.
Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy now because I know it's a safety.
Yeah.
And then, but I think Sam get out of the way very quick. He's quicker. But, I mean, safety first, right?
Safety first. 9 serving 14. Handout.
Good shot. 10-14.
That's another point right there for the Bredenbecks. They're 4 away. That timeout has worked so well so far, so good for them. But they still have 4-point deficit. That's a skip.
Despite the skip, super smooth hands by Javier Mar, as we alluded to earlier. Daniel, we're tight at the end of game number 1. Do you have any predictions for us in who will win this match?
15-14, no matter who wins.
How about the match, Daniel?
Racquetball is going to win. I mean, it's just, like I said, like now everybody's almost equal. It's just common experience, but it will be, if the Bredenbecks win, it's going to be a pretty huge upset. So, I mean, they're the underdogs, you know. The Bredenbecks are the underdogs and stuff, but it will be something a lot of people love the underdogs win.
But right now, 4-point run for the Bredenbecks. That timeout, they were 8 serving 14.
Do you know if they take the timeout already, Mar and
Montoya?
already?
No, they still have their timeout.
Gotcha. Yeah, you see that change the pace that I was talking about with Montoya and Mar, because the Bredenbecks, they were waiting for them to. They have one speed right now, like they just want to go
Full on speed.
full on speed, and then now when you change the pace on it, they're like.
And Daniel, we saw you advance to the finals earlier with your partner, Camarado Moscoso. You know, is there a team that you look at here between Mar and Montoya or the Bredenbeck brothers, one that you would rather face, and if so, why? Why would you rather face one team over the other?
I mean, I would love to play the Bredenbecks because they're at home again. So I'm pretty sure people will love it. Will love to watch the hometown and stuff like that. So it will be nice. And then of course, I don't mind playing against Javier Mar and Montoya. So either way, I'll be fun. Ah, that's. Well, there's game number one, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for having me in the booth. I'm gonna head over to my hotel, get some lunch and everything to get ready for my single semifinals.
So we'll see you tonight in the single semifinals versus Jake Bredenbeck later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. Daniel De La Rosa, for the RT team of Sam Schultz and Fabio and production crew, thank you so much. And we'll see you later tonight. And everybody, we'll see you in a couple minutes after this break in game number 2 on IRT Live.
Generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's gonna be more enjoyable. The rallies are gonna be a little longer, so it's gonna be fun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here right before the start of game number 2, our next IRT Pro stop will be the IRT in Chicago, March 16th through the 19th at the 38th Annual Papa Nicholas Coffee Shamrock Shootout. Please join us there. Tune in live. We'll have live coverage all weekend long at the 38th Annual Papa Nicholas Coffee Shootout. Get back to the action here. Time in has been called by our head referee, Alan Natera. Players get back in the court. Game number 1 was all Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya. Bredenbeck's off to a slow start. Were able to rally back somewhat, just couldn't complete the comeback. Now the Bredenbecks to serve first. 0 serving 0 in game number 2. Sam Bredenbeck in the box to serve. As Daniel De La Rosa alluded to earlier while we had him in the box, Javier Mar so smooth with the hands. Mar and Montoya able to change the pace of the game, take the speed off the Bredenbeck's power and fury.
So I got to ask you, Sam, how cool was that to have Daniel De La Rosa with us at the booth here?
Oh, it's amazing. Great to see Daniel De La Rosa, especially right after his match in the booth. You know, a pro player, not only a pro, but the #1 professional ranked player in the world, being able to give us insight into what it's like playing in a pro match, playing these pro doubles.
And that's the most important part. We get insight from the man that's at the top. Gave us some really good advice and insight. Thank you, everybody, for leaving your comments in the chat box for Daniel De La Rosa.
Yeah, we'll see Daniel De La Rosa back in action on the court this afternoon at 4 p.m. He takes on the hometown favorite, Jake Bredenbeck. We see Jake Bredenbeck in action right now. Before that match, but after this one, we will have a short break, and then at 3 p.m., we will see Rodrigo Montoya, who's currently in action with partner Javier Mar, leading 3-0 against Camarado Moscoso. That's Daniel De La Rosa's partner. So see a lot of the guys still alive in singles, alive in doubles.
That's going to be interesting to see, Sam, because Montoya and Moscoso, that is the last U.S. Open final in the men's pro division. So it is a rematch. And I got to tell you, I spoke to Rodrigo Montoya earlier today. He's out for blood.
Yeah, Rodrigo Montoya at the U.S. Open did not put his best performance out there in the finals, but he is going to look to do that today. Try to make a statement against Camarado Moscoso as he makes a statement right there while we're talking about him. That silky smooth backhand, 5-0 backhand pinch rollout by Rodrigo.
So that middle lob that we've been seeing as of late has, worked well for Montoya, but right now, Javier Mar missing that shot that regular makes in the front of the court. But they're in control right now, 5-0.
Yeah, he misses that shot, but you see his body language. Originally down, gets to the back of the court, picks himself up. Rodrigo, good doubles partner to do that. They pick themselves up. They're all smiles, joking around in the back of the court, trying to stay loose, trust their stuff, as Rodrigo trusts his stuff right there, half out.
So Jake Bredenbeck now to the serve. Oh, Montoya, that's a skip.
Interesting, though, Jake Bredenbeck serving over to that left-hand side. See if that continues or if he'll fire a Z.
From the back. What a great rally. Wow, Montoya just jumping. Great coverage again, Montoya from the back. Setup, Sam. Oh, what a great rally so far. Sam skipping that last shot, unfortunately, but we had everything in that rally, Sam, except the kitchen sink.
Yeah, amazing dives and gettability. Rodrigo Montoya diving, stumbling, not even getting back up. Still from the ground, he dives again in order to award his team the win of the rally. Javier Mar in the service box right now, first server.
So 6-1 now. Javier Mar.
Great shot right there by Rodrigo Montoya.
And that's something that Rodrigo Montoya doesn't get praised about enough. His magic does from the back and his defensive skills that he showed in that last rally.
Yeah, Rodrigo has been on fire this match. Not the takeover that we're used to seeing by a Daniel, a Camarado, or a Jake. We're used to seeing some guys truly taking over with their power, and just taking all the balls up front, being consistent, forcing the issue. Rodrigo Montoya not taking over in that sense, but super smart shot selection, still creaming that ball, hitting it very hard, and hitting it so smartly that the opposing team can't get to it. No timeout yet from the Bredenbecks. We saw Sam and Jake start slow in game number 1. They came back but couldn't quite close it out. They're going to have to come back and close it out here in game number 2 to force a breaker.
I love how low Montoya and Mar are playing right now. I like the execution that they're performing and how they're making the Bredenbeck brothers just keep low and keep hitting the ball hard. Want to remind everybody that in 2 weeks, the IRT will be in Chicago at the Glass Court Swim and Fitness. If you're in the Illinois state, you're in the Chicago area, come and join us to see the 38th annual Papa Nicholas Coffee Shamrock Shootout. That's going to be in 2 weeks. I want to thank everybody for watching. Like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media.
9 serving 1. Mar and Montoya in the box, looking to close it out, make it a quick game number 2.
Now, if the Bredenbecks have to say anything about it, they got the crowd on their side. They got everything, every intangible factor on their side.
Jake just skipping that one right there. You can hear the crowd moaning and groaning in agony as if they're in the court with the Bredenbeck brothers.
Seems Montoya changed that middle serve. Wow, Montoya almost kept that one up. I like that transition. You know, Montoya was serving that lob in the middle, but he stayed away from that right now. He's just shifting to that on the side, but right now, Sam and Jake are on the driver's seat.
See if the Minnesota Vikings, the beast-made team, can come back. That right there by Javier Mar is trying to keep them at bay.
So 1 serving 10.
And now this is interesting. Jake Bredenbeck goes over to the left side. We saw him serve to the left before, but from the right-hand position. Now he serves to the left from the left-hand position. That left side of the service box.
So what do you think about that shift, Sam, now that Jake is on the left and Sam is on the right? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, it's interesting. We see he's serving more of a Z serve. Good sportsmanship right there. Javier Mar saying, no, just a replay. You know, a point was going to be awarded, or should I say a side out was going to be awarded to Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya.
Oh, that's a great pass right there. I love that. Just moving around. That's what, you know, Daniel De La Rosa was talking about early. Move him around, keep him guessing. So 10 serving 2. That's half out right there. Montoya just hesitating a little too much.
Yeah, you can see Montoya almost thinking to himself, you know, why'd I change my shot at the last second? You know, stick with that first shot that you have in your head. Fully go out, try to execute it.
He didn't commit to that shot. Half out right there. Jake and Sam, great defense. No damage done in that transition. No points scored against them.
No points scored against them, but they're going to have to get some points on the board here. Try to fire this crowd up. The crowd's here. They want something they can eat up. They want something they can get behind. The Bredenbeck brothers are it, but they're going to have to put on a show here in any hopes of coming back.
And that's what they needed. Just 1 point, and they got it. 3 serving 10 now. Make that 4. So far, so good. And I like the fact that the Bredenbecks haven't taken their timeout. I think even though they're in double digits, Mar and Montoya, they should wait it out.
Great hands in the front court. Definitely a change-up from what we're used to seeing Jake Bredenbeck do. He takes a page out of Javier Mar's book.
Just showing
Soft
him,
hands.
just showing him, hey, I can do the same thing. Sam with the serve. Rodrigo Montoya coming up short right there. And just as quickly as that, Sam, 4 points in a row for the Bredenbeck brothers.
Yeah, 4 points in a row. And if I'm Rodrigo Montoya and Javier Mar, you know, I might think about taking a timeout right here. I know it's a little bit early on. I know they still have a 4-point lead. But first server with the Bredenbeck brothers, you don't want to let them get too much momentum on their side because the crowd is going to start feeding into it. and the little bit of momentum they have on the court is going to turn into a ginormous amount of momentum with the crowd behind them and when they start rolling.
So half out right now. Now Jake to the serve. Still in a 4-point run.
Good get right there by Jake Bredenbeck.
And that's another factor right there. Javier Mar changing the pace right there and changing his shot. And 5-point right now for the Bredenbecks. Behind the back shot, Jake can make it. Side out. I think that's a relief right now for Mar Montoya because the Bredenbecks just caught a lot of fire right there, Sam.
Yeah, they caught a lot of fire. Caught lightning in a bottle, if you will. And, you know, we heard Daniel De La Rosa earlier saying, you know, shoot to one guy. Make one guy cold. That's what he wanted the Bredenbecks to do. He suggested shoot to Javier Mar. Well, they've been shooting to Rodrigo Montoya. You see Mar take those last couple of shots. He's cold. He's leaving them up. He's skipping them. So advice by the world #1 player, working right now. Great rally right there. That will reward Rodrigo Montoya and Javier Mar with a point. So they get off of 10. Now at 11. 4-point lead. I'm going to take a towel timeout here.
And I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. These are the Men's Pro Semifinals. At 3 p.m., we will have the Men's Pro Singles. And at 4 p.m. as well. So Super Saturday, semifinals, singles and doubles. You got to love it, Sam.
Players finished cleaning up the court. Javier Mar to serve. 11, serving 7. Javier Mar stepping over to that left side, taking that ball. Mar all over the place. Mar just tries to get it back to the front court, then quickly apologizes to Montoya for taking all those shots, knowing he should have let it go. Just so hard when that ball is being fired at you so quickly to let that ball go for your partner, but that's what makes these gentlemen so good. Amazing flat rollout by Jake Bredenbeck.
So 7 serving 11. Sam and Jake only suffer 1 point, but they had a 5-point run. All the potential here to take this one to a breaker.
Jake just skips that one off the frame of his racket. Seven serving 11.
What a great pass there by Rodrigo Montoya. He just read where Sam was.
Yeah, and you see Sam Bredenbeck trying to scramble, trying to squirrel all the way to the back of the court, just unable to. Be a timeout taken by the Bredenbeck brothers. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back here on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Looks like you've been sleeping well,
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
and you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the action right here as Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya have the serve. 11 serving 7. Behind the back shot by Jake. Wow. Quickly adjusting. Montoya always finds a way to finish that one.
Yeah, great hands in the front court right there by Javier Mar, but an amazing behind the back get by Jake Bredenbeck.
So 12 serving 7. Mar Montoya 3 points away from taking this one.
Mar trying to force the issue, maybe a little bit too much, not quite patient enough to play out the long game.
Montoya, the second server.
Skip ball right there. The Bredenbecks back in the box. 5 points away from Mar and Montoya. Halfway to victory, but Mar and Montoya with a lead, 12-7. Bredenbeck serving. Lob serve here from Sam Bredenbeck. Good high Nick lob, forces Montoya to go up top. We hear time and time again the good communication by both of these teams, especially Jake and Sam Bredenbeck.
There's Montoya right there, just praising always Javier Mar. 7 serving 12. Jake on the left side now. Has that work? Has that cohesiveness worked between Jake and Sam, them shifting spaces? We'll find out. That's too much. That's another point for Jake and Sam.
I think regardless of where Jake and Sam Bredenbeck line up, they communicate well, they talk well. They're brothers. They know where each other are going to be. Rodrigo chooses to step up, cuts it off. Replay called. The crowd moans in agony with Jake Bredenbeck, and Jake appeals it. Call was overturned, avoidable hinder. The crowd clapping in agreement with the two line judges. And now a 2-point run for Sam and Jake Bredenbeck. Great smooth shot right there by Rodrigo Montoya. You know, Jake Bredenbeck had a couple of those Z serves go in there. Yes, Rodrigo Montoya stepped up to cut him off, but it was the Bredenbecks who won the rally. Jake decided to change it up despite the Z's working. And Rodrigo Montoya made him pay. Now in this rally, ceiling balls galore. Sam's gonna shoot.
Just a replay. Javier Mar kind of posed to see if the referee would give him the avoidable. But yeah, he had enough room to shoot. He had enough time.
Yeah, checking with his camp, seeing if he should appeal. He does not. 12 serving 10. Now, you know, right there, Javier Mar, Rodrigo Montoya, they have 2 appeals. If they win it, they're now only 2 points away from winning the match. So personally, I would have appealed, especially if I believed it was an avoidable.
I agree. Half out right there.
Half out called. Looking to their camp on that side wall again if they should appeal.
And you don't realize with the pace of the game how close this is. This is just a 2-point difference. And they're playing at a high level. You can't even tell the score, because they're playing really all in, guns blazing. For the Bredenbecks, there is no tomorrow. They have to win this one. Avoidable shot. I'm not seeing an appeal. Wait a minute. Did he signal for an appeal? Montoya, Mar? He's talking to the ref. No, he's not. No appeals. I would have taken the risk of appealing that shot, Sam, to be honest.
Definitely. It keeps you in the box. You know, even if it's just a replay, keeps you in the box. Down 2. See great hands by Sam Bredenbeck right there. Another amazing get by Sam. Rodrigo goes around the world up top. That ball just hits the side wall, but it takes off on him, doesn't bite. Goes down the side wall. Half out.
10 serving 12.
Now it seems like Rodrigo and Javi trying to pick on Sam Bredenbeck, regardless whether he's on the left or right side.
It's a side out again. Montoya and Mar, no damage done so far.
Sam now to shoot, rolls it out. He says, pick on me, I'll do this. And flat rolls a backhand for a winner. Half out. Lob serve down the middle again. Sam's going to get aggressive with it. Sam shooting time and time again, just skips that one in. Can tell he's frustrated, but it's a point for Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya.
2 points away from taking this one and advancing to the final versus Moscoso and De La Rosa.
Another skip right there from Sam Bredenbeck. You see Jake Bredenbeck just patting him on the back saying, let's go, bro. We got this. The Bredenbeck Bros, the Minnesota Vikings. Can they come back to take game number 2 and force a tiebreaker? Or will it be the Pan-American champions of Team Mexico in Rodrigo Montoya and Javier Mar to finish it out here in 2 games? And right there, you see Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya. Congratulations to them. They'll be moving on to the finals tomorrow against Daniel De La Rosa
So that
and
is
Conrado Moscoso.
that is going to be the most exciting doubles final that I can think of right now. Montoya, Mar, with all their doubles accolades versus De La Rosa and Moscoso. Remember, De La Rosa played with Javier Mar at Sioux Falls in their first time ever, and they won the tournament. And this time, De La Rosa is playing with Conrado for their first time ever. Will the outcome be the same? Will Montoya and Mar continue their dominance in doubles as they are the number 1 and 2? For the IRT, I'm Fabio Soto. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Like our post, share our feed. Keep following us on social media. For the team of Sam Schultz, Fabio Soto, and Pablo Fajre, we will see you at 3 p.m. Central Time for the beginning of the Men's Pro Semifinals. See you later.